knowing how to make ourselves happy. And when it is your true purpose, just trying to satisfy your purpose, just trying to make yourself happy, simultaneously makes others in the world happy. That's spiritual. So spiritual awakening is in a short term. It is about becoming aware of your purpose. It is sometimes shocking to have spiritual awakening because we are kind of, I'm also a psychotherapist, we are kind of trained, we have trained ourselves to handle this world. We learn to be okay in this world. We learn to function in this world, in the society. So we live accordingly to the expectation of the others, and we develop our personality to do so. And all of a sudden, this spiritual awakening happens, and you suddenly realize, I mean, not suddenly realize, you start to have some issues around your life. Things wouldn't work, and you don't know why this is happening. It is because this is a time for you to know and remember why you are born. What is the purpose of this life? Instead of making money or making others happy, I don't know how happy you can make others, but just to satisfy what you are expected of. You want to do something for yourself. You want to do something which is only you can do, not others. So when you are spiritually awakening or awakened, nobody will tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you what to do, because we are all born to do something really unique, something only you can do. So when you become spiritual, what happens at the same time is you get really confused because nobody anymore tell you what to do. Your teacher wouldn't be able to know what you want to do, and your parents wouldn't, your boss wouldn't. You will be the only person who knows what to do, how you can make yourself happy, how you can make things work. And we get really confused because we have never done it before. It also happened to me. Like, I've been living my life to just make my mom happy, make my dad happy. I was really successful in business. I was a marketing manager for a very successful IT company. And I was on TV, magazine, I was very successful. And I thought, oh, I made my mom, my parents proud. That's what I wanted to do. Now what? So I finished everything to please others. Then I was called to do this job. So it was not like, hey, I'm ready, please call me. It's not like that. It suddenly happens. Something happens. Like I went into spiritual emergency, and I become awakened to the next stage of my shamanhood. So if you have studied about shaman, we go through a lot of different initiations with spirits and animals and all sorts, and you wouldn't think it would actually happen to you, and it did to me. So I was really confused when it happened, because I died for 8 hours, and I suddenly wake up and I just didn't want to live anymore. It's so difficult to live my life because I was not happy, and in that moment I realized I was not happy in my life. I thought I'm happy, but it was not the happiness I wanted in my life. And when the awakening happened, my previous life self kind of shouted within from it's my own voice, saying, I have something to do in this lifetime which I haven't finished. I can't die without finishing it. That's why I'm revived. I didn't die. I came back into life because I haven't finished it. And I was really confused. As a person, I was kind of dead inside of me. I'm not talking. My spiritual self is talking. So I didn't understand what she's talking about. But I was really confused. I would rather wanted to die, and I couldn't, because there was something I need to do in this lifetime. And it's not because somebody asked me. I wanted to do it, and I couldn't understand that. So it started my spiritual journey, and when I was awakened, I was more capable as a shaman. I could teach shamans, and I could teach people. So without advertising or anything, those psychic people just come to me, like they find me. And they suddenly, the monks, really, monks from famous temples in Japan, comes to me like saying, I had a message from my spirit that you can teach me everything. And what is everything? I haven't taught anything. I'm just marketing manager in the IT company. And I was really confused, but they asked me, you should be able to teach us. And teach us now include doctors and nurses and TV producers and all sorts of people in front of me, like about 10 people in front of me now. And they said, you should be able to teach us how to heal others. And I never did healing like this before. I was born as a shaman, so I could heal, but I didn't have to obviously heal somebody or even teach. So I was really confused, but when I started to when I look at them, they trust me that I should be able to heal because they had a message. And I was really confused, but I was standing in front of them, and all of a sudden, I started to teach how to heal others to those professional people. Like there are some lecturers in university who teach Indian philosophy, or monks from famous temples, or TV director, or doctors from university hospitals. They are all specialized people. And I stand there and started to teach how to heal people, how to use energy to heal. And when I started to teach, it's not like following the textbook knowledge that's inside of me. It's not like that. I didn't know anything, but I knew how to teach. So all of a sudden I was talking about this energy comes this way and chakra this way, and when I'm teaching, what I was feeling was I'm not doing anything. I felt like I'm just living, I'm just being me, and just breathing in and out, and just doing whatever my body and my mind or my spirit want to do through me. So it was such a relief that finally I didn't have to do anything. I'm just alive. I'm just living my life. And that was enough. And I didn't know that until that moment. I thought living life and making people happy and being okay in the social world is to respond and satisfy other people's expectation, not in that way. Like they expected me to teach, of course, but it was like I completely gave up on me who was really effective and practical and successful in the society. I gave up on that self. And now I am living who I really am. And if I didn't die for 8 hours, I wouldn't have done that. But I completely gave up on myself. Like, I gave up. I don't care what people think about me. I died already once, and I don't mind dying again. And I was like just almost reckless about myself. So I didn't care. I didn't care if I'm successful in teaching those doctors and stuff. They just came to me, and I have no responsibility, and I don't want even them to pay me anything. So I was completely free to fail. I could fail very nicely in here. So I could just say whatever, and they might say, oh, I don't think so. It's okay, because I have no expectation for myself. I'm just being who I am, And that was the first time in my life that I felt so good and relieved. And living life has been so difficult for, I was 30 years old, so for 30 years, living my life has been so difficult. I was really, I will say that to myself, I was really clever and really good in business. I was kind and I was good at painting and I was gifted in so many ways, but it didn't matter because I was not having fun. I didn't enjoy painting and I didn't enjoy being successful. I'm just a bit nervous, but I wanted to make people happy. That was the reason why I was painting, the reason why I was doing project manager. I didn't want to become a leader, but I wanted to help others. Like I wanted to make people known for what they are so good about. Being a project manager, I can help people to be appreciated by the organization and so on. Anyway, so that's how I become awakened. And that was really scary. And I had a lot of help. I didn't ask for help, but people and spirit came to help me. And first of all, I didn't think they're helping me. Like Sai Baba came, but I didn't know him. And I didn't want famous people around me because it just made me feel responsible for something. But so I didn't like him in the first place. Like I didn't like Sai Baba. He sent me people, he let me do things, and I didn't like him. But then I started to be appreciative because he's famous. For somebody like Sai Baba to call me over the phone meant a lot of things, at least to the others. I didn't care, but the other did. So even though I died once and I recovered, and that was already really strange, but people started to see me, oh, maybe this person is okay because Sai Baba called me. So everything started to help me. And it was also really scary that all of these things start to happen. And it happened so quickly. And I got really scared because I become very famous in a very short time. People started to come to me and I become like a spiritual teacher. I was a spiritual teacher in a way. So then I decided to move to UK so I can just leave that area and just be peaceful inside me. And it took a while for me to start again teaching. So spiritual awakening suddenly happens, but it happens in a really good timing. And when it happens, I also researched into spiritual emergency in university in this country, in MA course. And I've been studying about it since I was a child because I was scared of it. And when it happened, the sign of spiritual emergency is like everything you have, you feel like you're losing. You're losing your social status, you're losing your family, friends, everything, money. You feel everything around you is collapsing. It's not collapsing. They're not changing. It's you who is changing. Because you're changing, everything looks different. And you don't want them anymore. You're spiritually not wanting. And your soul start attracting what you need for your spiritual purpose. So you no longer attract something you don't need outside of that purpose. So things start dropping and you start to attract things you really need. And you don't know what you have. Like sometimes it doesn't make sense, it doesn't look really useful, but in the end it all becomes handy. So when spiritual emergency happens, you tend to feel that you're losing everything. You're getting really lonely, and you are, because you have to decide everything by yourself. You can't ask for the answer to the other people. You can't, nobody can't answer you. You have to answer yourself. So meditation comes really handy when this happens. So you meditate, and it's not like when you're meditating, some words come down and you understand. It's not like that. When you meditate, you know that When you're meditating, you feel nothing. You can't think of nothing, anything. So that moment when you are nothing, you are one with yourself. The thinking part of you, when you become one with that thinking part of you, your identity, your true self, you can't think of anything because it is you who you are thinking, who you are with. So when you are one with this self, you think of nothing, but you start creating yourself, creating your new self. So it's like you spend long time not being able to think anything, but this long time you're creating who you are. And after all these nothing time, when you come back from nothingness, when you awake from meditation, you already don't worry about anything because you know the answer already. The answer comes not like, yes, this is the answer to question B, or this is the answer to question C. It doesn't come like that. When you know the answer, you don't have the question anymore. You don't worry anymore. So that's how you get the answer. So that will become your normal when you spiritually awaken. When you have question, you meditate or you just be yourself and you have no worries afterwards. So the way you solve your problem will change. So when you have problem, you just relax. You just relax and look after yourself and the problem gets solved. So being honest to yourself is the way you live when you're spiritual. So when you have the spiritual awakening, your life will change and you'll be more relaxed and you will appreciate meditation because you will naturally meditate. You will go into meditation because you need to go into meditation. So it happens really naturally. But in the time of spiritual emergency, when you're awakening yourself, when you get confused that you're losing everything, everybody's changing, everybody's leaving you, and you're left alone, that sort of situation, the best thing what I have researched about is to find a spiritual teacher. And spiritual teacher is not like this person. A spiritual teacher can be anybody. Like maybe your spiritual teacher is your tree. Maybe your spiritual teacher is your pet. Maybe your spiritual teacher is your child. Somebody will guide you. And it is great if there's a list of spiritual teachers that you can choose from, but there's no such thing in this world yet. I was trying to help SRN Institute to create one, but I gave up because it's too complicated to just register. And so when you are in spiritual emergency, they will come to you because you attract whatever you need. So when you become confused, when you're losing everything, and suddenly somebody shows up, somebody you have phone call, take it and listen to them. It might not make sense to you, but stay with it and it will gradually make sense. So in the case of spiritual emergency, the easy step is take a break and just relax and do nothing and just allow everything to dissolve around you. In alchemy, it's called the process of solutio, everything melt down. It starts with alchemy. In alchemy, it starts with fire. Fire is calcinatio. So the fire burns, and the fire is seized by water, and the water melts down everything. You become nothing. Everything melts down, nothing left. And then it's followed by the process of multi-cautio, and alchemy process continue, but fire represents spirit. So when you see, you might have this sign of fire, and that can be the sign of, yes, the spiritual awakening is happening soon, and you'll be prepared, okay, let's make a nest so that we can do nothing somewhere and feel relaxed. So that's one thing, that it's everybody's awakening in this world at the moment, and when it happens, stop struggling. just let it die out, that just like I did. For I think it was worth doing it. Like when it happened, you just give up. Don't struggle, don't resist. You can't resist because it's you who is doing it. Just relax. Do yoga or whatever, you relax, meditate, and things will happen. And life become really easy once you are spiritually awakened. I think it happens to everyone once you are awakened, but the money wouldn't become a worry anymore because you can attract as much as you want, as much as you need. You don't want anything extra, but you will need, you will want, and you will attract whatever you need, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So you will have less worry, and because you become really careless, you don't get angry with people anymore because it's not worth, and you don't really feel angry. You will have to feel angry when something is not right for you. You have to protect yourself, but other than that, you become really calm because you are in control. You are the master of this universe. You are the master of your life. You can change everything if you want. So that is spiritual awakening. I hope I made sense to some people to some extent, but maybe one day you have spiritual emergency and you get really confused. I researched so many people who went into spiritual emergency and they don't know what to do. There's nothing they can do. The only thing they can do is just to give up, relax, do not resist. Resisting make it longer. If the spiritual emergency starts and things become really confused and complicated, if you stop struggling, just let it happen, then it will happen in seeds, and you go back into this creative mode, and you become okay. So when everything breaks down, it takes a long time to things to break down, things to dissolve, but things to create. When you awaken, it's really quick, which is a good thing. Once you kind of gave up and things are all dissolved, you can build up your new environment and your new self in a very short time, like as short as 1 week or 1 month, while your spiritual emergency could have lasted for years. But it's really fast to come up and just you become really happy in your new environment. Things become much easier. So for it to happen quickly, the best thing you can do is just let it happen and relax and just believe in yourself somehow. You don't have to have a reason to believe in yourself. Just, okay, this is happening for a good reason and I am doing it myself. I will trust myself and just let it happen. And you'll be fine. It's a very scary process, but you'll be fine. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know it would help many people would resonate with it. But in this free talk, I also wanted to do some drumming to help you touch your spirit, help you touch your energy of your spirit, which is a fire in you. And I will use this drumming to just help you to just have that experience of your spiritual energy within you. So this drumming, what I will be doing now, will help you connect to your inner energy. Your inner energy, which is, I will connect you to the base chakra, which is the opposite of the crown chakra. Base chakra is a energetic source of your spiritual energy. The universal energy comes from your crown, but your spiritual energy, it dwells in your base chakra and just rise up like Kundalini and just change yourself. So it is also possible for the Kundalini awakening to help your spiritual emergency as well. I have known some people who started with Kundalini to just make the emergency happen. So what I do is I will access to your base chakra energy. I'm not doing the Kundalini awakening, but just to help you to access to your spiritual energy, which will help you to when you're recreating yourself in the last 1 week to 1 month recreating process. So this will help you to just come back from the chaos quicker. So I'm going to do some drumming here. So I hope I just sit down and just channel you to do this drumming. So that was drumming, and I did some healing at the end. I hope you enjoyed some of my talk. It became a bit of random talk about my past and spiritual awakening and also, but I also wanted to just help you to know something about it. I wanted to talk more about the spiritual awakening in its process, but it's a little bit complicated. And another thing, you can help yourself to be spiritual, to be more attuned to your purpose, is when you want to listen to yourself. You can use your hand to just use the movement of your hand to just help you focus onto the area you need to focus of your energy. So your spiritual purpose, where you feel, is not in your head. You feel your purpose in your heart. So when you want to think about this, is this really what I want to do? Or what do I really need to do? You want to put your hands to think about it. So you will be more focused on your heart area, your heart energy, heart chakra. That will help you to stay with the focus of your spiritual purpose. And also, another thing is, once you put your heart in your hands to your heart, that hand can go to your third eye and your throat. And you now listen to your mind. And then you hug yourself. And you touch your knee. It's like children's song, but touch your knee. But knee is very important. It helps you to be grounded. It helps you to stand. And you put your hands to your eyes. And put your hands together in front of your mouth. And receive the wisdom from the universe and take it into your heart as a healing. So, do you want to do that together?
Yeah.
So, okay, so first, you want to listen to yourself. You can say, okay, I can do that. You can do that anyway. So, put your hand, I will help you energetically. Put your hand, I think you feel some tingling in your hand because I'm sending energy to you. And you take in all the energy around you, all the support which are given to you, spiritually or whatever. You take everything, you gather everything and put it into your heart. And listen to your heart, feel it in your heart. What is my purpose? How I can live my life better? I want to be happy. By being happy, I can automatically make others happy too. That's my purpose. And you can put your both hand, it doesn't matter which hand goes which, put your third eye and throat. And listen to your mind. It is like observing what's in your head, and it doesn't care what's in your head. You just let yourself observe a little bit and allow it to be. And you put these two hands to your knees. So you are putting your spiritual purpose energy to your mind, to your communication, which is your third chakra. Mind is your third chakra, and knees are your physical being and your environment and your choices in your life, grounding. Then you put your hands around you. I love this person completely, like everything, all the bits of me is meaningful. I love it. And you put your hands to your eyes. So you see things better. Better means for yourself. You will notice more. And you put into your mouth. You put your hands together in front of your mouth. And you can do let your life, your breath go all over the world to be part of this world with your spiritual purpose. And you can put your hands upwards to receive from the world, from the universe. And take it all in to your heart. And in your heart you say, thank you. I will receive from the world and the universe for what I have been already giving. And I will receive love and the support which are given to me. And just let you relax. So this one, you can do it anytime to feel better, to just help you appreciate who you are and help you connect to your purpose and to yourself. So that's what I wanted to say today. So I am doing it in the other tent over there, and I do private sessions, I do some workshops. And I am now moving towards the other workshop, which is in the Shakti tent, to work with Stuart in 5 minutes. Now, okay, now. So if I see you around, please say hello to me, maybe. And thank you for coming to the talk today. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying to listen to my story. Thank you.